Welcome to the PHNX Sun Devils show, presented by Circle K. Head to any Circle K Arizona location where you can get any size Polar Pop or Froster for just 79 cents now through September 3rd. Guess what, Shane?
What?
We're also presented by OG's. It is a Flavorin' Friday, guys. Shout out to OG's Brands, the official sponsor of Flavorin' Fridays. Head on over to ogsbrands.com to see their full lineup, including their two newest gummies, the OG's Naturals and the Big OGs, and find out where you can purchase. I'm Anthony Totri. This guy right here, that's Shane Dieffenbach. This guy, Big Hat Man. Last day of the big hat.
The last day.
It's Erik Ruby right there.
Man.
Sorry, we had to make noises at the start of the show because we were instructed to do so.
We were doing, yeah. We got DJ Danielle behind the Mac. She's pushing all the buttons, making all the magic happening today. Guys, do us a solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and wherever you are getting your podcasts, drop a 5-star review. Before we get into,
can I start with something?
You can.
Just to start on a bad note for us two.
Okay.
Us two specifically. One of the things that drives me crazy, Anthony, is when you say
Anthony,
she's making all of the magic.
Yeah.
You say happening.
Yeah, I do say that. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
It's just happening, you know.
I hate it.
What do you want me to say?
Making all the magic happen.
Now she's making all the magic happening. You got to stand on business, man.
Yeah, brother.
You got to stand on business.
Let's have a show.
We're going to talk about the Big 12 dispersing a ton of money.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about
Daddy Yormark
Arizona State potentially being not very highly rated in the NCAA video game.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to talk about hot or not at the tail end of the show. But first, Erik, the floor is yours, Big Hat Man. Would you like to say anything to the chat, to anybody? I mean, this is really.
He's not dying.
I was like, is this like a goodbye? Like,
it is a goodbye. This is it for him.
The hat is like eating his soul away.
Kind of.
No, it's already gone.
I mean, I've had some pretty bad takes over the last month, and I am going to blame them all.
You're no longer Big Hat Man, just Big Shitter.
Yeah, just. If you want to win a free Die Hard membership, which is the reason why I'm even wearing this in the first place, because one of our current diehards, SB, is going to be donating a membership out of his own money simply because I wore this hat for a month. If you want to be entered to win the drawing, your name's going to be put in this hat if you leave a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts, not 4, not 3, 5-star review, and you have to use the secret word forks in there in any capacity. It can be a simple forks up.
I want to stick a fork in Totri.
Whoa. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Because he's toast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or put a fork in all these other podcasts because this podcast is so good.
Yeah.
There we go.
And
I use a fork to eat dinner.
Bo Brock's favorite.
Yeah, Bo Brock's
that
favorite
is true.
Host, in case anybody was wondering.
So make sure you do that and stick around on Monday. We will be drawing in a lucky person will become a diehard.
We
for
will
free.
be drawing out of the hat. Totri's just going to be drawing.
Yes, he's just going to like the little purple crayon.
We're going to get one of those.
Can I have a red crayon?
No,
you're going to be drawing on the old projector things, that you used to like
teach.
The teaching things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It used to be like the transparent paper, and the beam would go down and project whatever you're drawing.
Yeah.
Those were. It feels archaic.
Yeah, and dinosaur behavior. I was gonna say business, but
Happy
that was
Friday.
Dinosaur business, baby.
Dinosaur business.
Sharon in the chat, last day of the hat. Happy for Erik, but sad for us. Cade in the chat, just taking a shot at U of A. We love that. What university has one Hall of Famer combined between the NBA, NFL, and MLB? Oh yeah, that would be Arizona.
Can you guys name the Hall of Famer?
That's sad.
The Hall of Famer is.
Do you know it?
I gotta think about it. Let's see. NBA, NFL. So
it's got to be NBA.
There's
no?
a NFL player. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he is, but there's an NFL player I'm thinking of.
Are you thinking of T-Dog?
No, I'm thinking of Gronk.
Oh,
Brock's on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's on the Hall of Fame.
They'll have two fairly
he will
soon.
Be. He will be.
Yeah, he will be at some point.
Who is it?
Trevor Hoffman.
That is not who I thought it was going to be at all.
All right, you want to talk about Brett Yormark and what he's doing?
Big Daddy.
So,
Big Daddy Yormark, please give us the monies.
The Big 12.
Thank you for letting us stay in the nice hotels.
There it is. Big 12 dispersing a record-breaking
Nice
$470 million in revenue distribution to the schools, the new schools. So the Arizona State, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, obviously not seeing any of that money as they have not participated in the Big 12 yet. The schools that were new last year, so we're talking BYU, Houston, Cincinnati, and UCF, they're each getting $18 million of that revenue distribution. That leaves each. Gotcha. And that leaves about 39 and change, 39.8 million to each of the original members, including Texas and Oklahoma, who were a part of the Big 12 last season.
Yeah. I also love Big Daddy Yormark just like absolutely standing on business today. when he announced this, he was also like, I told y'all we are open for business. That's not verbatim, but it's basically what he said.
Pretty much.
I told you guys we were open for business.
Yeah.
And then he clarified. He's like, we're not accepting any more schools. That's not what I'm saying. But like, this is real. We make money. This is the conference. SEC can have its football. We got everything else. I love it. Yeah. It's all hail Big Daddy Yormark.
A real commissioner?
Yeah.
You have a real commissioner leading the way.
But he's not just a real commissioner. He's a cool commissioner.
And he's a commissioner who's
Rock
like
Nation.
He's
Go ahead, sorry.
He is off the rails already.
Well, that's okay. It's a flavoring Friday, but he's a commissioner that's like looking ahead, right? He's a commissioner who's not just like, oh, we're good.
Yeah.
We're fine.
He's in the crow's nest.
Yeah. He's looking ahead. He's like, what can we do? If he was on the Titanic, it wouldn't have crashed because he's looking too far ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is great. Even though they don't get any of the actual money right now, they will next year.
Yeah,
like
it's like the salary cap in the MLB or the NBA, like or Jalen Waddle's contract. You know, like this receiver is not going to get that money now, obviously, but it sets him up real good for the future.
Yeah.
Like this should be a sign of what's to come. There's going to be more schools, and you didn't bring in like 4 mid-ass schools. You brought in 4 powerhouses powerhouses. Let's relax a little bit, Shane. You brought in a blue blood-ish program in U of A, not blue blood.
Watch yourself there, bud.
and you brought in Deion Sanders. And
you brought in Deion Sanders.
You brought in a lot of eyes. You brought in Utah football, and ASU has something. You brought in 4 schools that will drive revenue. So this number should only increase.
I mean, not only is that increasing, but you talk about the new TV rights deal and that coming here in the next few seasons. Yeah. I believe they had evaluated or estimated each school around $50 million each, which would be absolutely massive for the athletic department, massive for the university. And you couple that, again, I think when we're talking about Arizona State in the future and the trajectory of where Graham Rossini, the athletic director of Arizona State, can take this athletic program, I think you have him now. You've got your best recruiting class in basketball history with Bobby Hurley. You've got Kenny Dillingham and company on the way up. Hopefully, Willie can turn things around, get back to the postseason next year. And now you're headed to a conference that has its head on its shoulders in terms of finances in the future and what athletics mean. I think it's setting itself up for Arizona State beautifully. And I guess not just Arizona State, but a lot of those other schools, right? We talk about Arizona, we talk about Utah, Colorado. Now, they're in different situations in their athletic departments, but we can remove ourselves, I feel like, even from talking about those 4 schools. And granted, this is an Arizona State podcast, but Houston, Cincinnati, UCF, the impact that this money, the $18 million in revenue, is going to help them. And then in 2025, 2026, when things start to change again, like, it is only going to grow. Kind of like you said, each one of these schools brings in something new.
Yeah.
And none of this includes, right, when we talk about these schools heading to the Big 12, they get money for teams making the college football playoff. They get money for teams making the NCAA tournament and advancing. And specifically as we talk about basketball, right, this is the basketball conference.
Right.
There is going to be anywhere between 6 and 8 teams finding their way into the NCAA tournament. That's money for each school as they advance.
Yeah, and that's something where with ASU right now, like you said, like you can be on the up and up and are on the up and up in basically all your major sports, right? And you can realistically see a future where there is a large influx of money consistently coming in and helping, like, once you make that leap up, right? Once you get good, then good to great, you're going to be able to sustain it because your school and Michael Crow and Graham Rossini have all taken that next step as far as NIL funding and making sure the athletic department can operate without, a deficit in money, without any debt or anything like that. But now you're also joining a conference that elevates its schools instead of basically brings them down like a weight.
Yeah, it does. It elevates it. And like you said earlier, Yormark knows what he's doing, right? Like, this is a guy that I think it's rare to see commissioners and people in Brett Yormark's, I guess, field that you're like, I can root for this guy.
Yeah. It's rare that you get to root for a rich white man. No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Like,
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not.
I get
wrong.
what you're saying. It's rare that a guy that is so business-oriented operations is so likable.
Yeah.
Like,
it is weird, especially given the fact that these schools that are coming from the Pac-12, they've had to deal with George Kliavkoff and Larry Scott.
Different rich white men.
Yeah. Less likable.
Yes.
It's
Most
unique. It's weird. But at this point, right, again, we're just talking about money. We haven't seen the four schools that we're talking about today, at least, like, in this conference. Can we agree that this was the right decision for these schools to leave the pack and go?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
Like,
I thought that's where we were going to argue.
The pack dying was never a thing that ASU could have, like, prevented. And it's nothing you would have just been able to hang on to. That was never the right decision. That's never where I've stood. Where I get all angry is because it was so preventable.
Yeah.
And this conference was so unique because, one, it made sense regionally and just how all of the schools operated. But two, it had been going on for so long. Yes, in different, like, skins, Pac-10, Pac-12, these teams in the conference, these teams not in the conference. But, like, it was preventable. And obviously, like, it was time to leave. There was no other option. You were going to die if you didn't get on board.
Yeah, it was sad, right? You're sad to see the Pac-12 die. You wish the Pac-12 could live. You wish the history with it could live on as well. But it got to the point where it was, you're either going to drown with it or you're going to find a lifeboat. And you see the two schools that stuck around, like, they're in a very precarious situation. So jumping conferences in general was the right move, but jumping specifically to the Big 12 was the best move. I think as far as competition goes, I think you fit in really well. And then also as far as your future prospects and trying to avoid running into a similar situation where, oh man, the person who's leading my conference doesn't know what they're doing, and now I have to adjust on the fly again.
Yeah. Now it's certainly going to be, I think, unique. And for me, right, like the Pac-12 dying, I wasn't, like, growing up, I wasn't a giant, like, Pac-12, like, Arizona State. Obviously, when I got to Arizona State, it was a different situation.
You weren't a man of the culture.
I mean, it is what it is. But, like, I've seen people on social media that are fans of Arizona State, Arizona, whatever, saying that, it doesn't matter. Like, they wish they could have stayed in the Pac. I saw someone say they wanted to stay in the Pac, even if UCLA and USC were gone. But, like, that's not a logical. That's not what would have been best for the athletic department. That's not what it would have been best for Arizona State.
You might be able to compete in the Pac-6 or 8, whatever it is, but you're not competing with the rest of the country. Like, you're just not set up for success to compete with the rest of the country if you stayed. There was no way it was making sense.
And there's a lot of people that again are frustrated by the greed and the money of the situation in terms of, like, leaving the Pac-12 to the Big 12. College sports has always been about money. It's like there's always been money behind the scenes.
It's a spectrum, and now we have pushed out of the scale. The spectrum is now just exploded, and there's money everywhere, and everyone's staring at it. Like, it's not. Everything's always been about money. Ever since, like, especially in the last 20 years, everything's been about money. But and again, we've talked about this at length. But once you get the platform, and again, I'm not saying any of this stuff is inherently bad. Like, once you get, everyone is their own platform, everyone is their own brand. We live in a world where your entire persona is online. That's when everything kind of became what it is. Like it was the obvious choice. You had to make money on your name, image, and likeness, because how would you not be if you're a personality online, but you're not getting paid for it? Like, it's always been about money, yes, but it is way, way, way too much about money now. We're losing sight of what college sports is. What is college sports? It's a place where collegiate athletes play and grow, and that is the point of it. It is not, the point of it was never to make money. That was never the point of it when things were created. Like, look at it at its lowest level. Look at high school basketball. Is that created to make money? No, it's created to get you to the next level, and that to get you to the next level isn't to make money. Maybe the end goal is to make a career out of it, but that's that person's decision to make a career out of it. It's not the guy in the sky that's looking down, controlling the conference with marionette hands. It's not his goal. Like that's not the reason, and that's where we've completely lost sight of it. Is we're changing the world these people or these collegiate athletes and student athletes live in, or making their lives harder so that this person up there can squeeze that much more money out of this rights deal. We're making these people fly all the way across the country to play Rutgers in softball just so the athletic department can make more money off of the football program with their TV rights deal. That's where I lose sight of it.
Yeah, and I think that even when you look at the high school level, right? Like, oh, well, at its core, high school sports isn't about making money. But then if you look specifically at the basketball scene with Ball is Life and the Overtime Elite and all the mixtapes and everything like that and AAU tournaments, and it does kind of become well, I need to get my brand. I need to get my highlight tape. I need to get my social media out there, right? And that then leaks into everywhere. Right. And then you move up and now you're in college. And now, hey, if you don't have a personal brand going when you're in high school and you hit college, you're behind because your NIL deals are going to be lacking. If your NIL deals are lacking, then you're not going to be making a lot of money. And then you just kind of snowball from there.
Things change, right? That's everything all the time is changing. And that college sports, I think at a certain point, it was destined to eventually get to this point. For how long had players been getting paid under the table or people advocating for players to get paid? Now it's all out there. I think in terms of certain schools going to conferences that don't make any like locational sense, that I still have a little bit of a problem with. Like, there's no reason that I think Arizona or Arizona State should be traveling to UCF, or Morgantown, or you look at schools like Cal and Stanford going to be playing in the ACC. Like, really? Yeah. Like that's what we're doing. But again, that is part of college athletics in 2024. And I think if people and fans and yes, athletes, there are their gives and takes, have to deal with the travel, have to deal with, speeding up, building a brand, more eyes on them for being able to get money in return to finally get a piece of the pie, then I think 96% of the athletes would tell you that they are okay with that.
I get what you're saying. One, I'm going to say not all change is good, though. The change happens, but some change is bad, and a lot of this change is not great for the game. And two, yes, every student athlete should be able to get a piece of the pie, but it should be way more readily accessible to them. It shouldn't be as hard as the schools are making it now. Like, I mean, it's easy to make money on NIL now. People are, it is just feeding out. Yeah. Like, but at what cost? And that's the whole thing I've talked about for so long. It feels like it's tipped a little bit too far in the way that these guys are like mercenaries. And
what do you feel like is the cost?
The losing sight of the sport and the tradition of what it was, and now
so like the tradition mainly in that, and just the history, the conferences and
landscape of everything.
Rivalries.
It's no longer I'm staying at the school because I want to wear this Sun Devil on my chest. It's now I need to find out what's best for me, and it has made the landscape of college sports inherently selfish.
But getting back to where we're at with Arizona State and Kenny Dillingham, I feel like there is a little bit more of a 50-50 on that.
Well, in some places there are, but it was way easier to establish that, and things meant a lot more, and you wouldn't see as much turnover as you have in the past. But now that it is think of me first, which is fine. Again, like, you should always be thinking of yourself first when it comes to preserving your rights as a student athlete and how hard you worked on your craft. But it shouldn't be this hard to keep a tradition. Like, if you showed somebody 10 years ago some of the stuff we're talking about that Kenny's doing, it is awesome. He's establishing a culture. He's establishing a brand. They want to play winning football here, and they want to play for Arizona State University. You know what a person 10 years ago would say? No shit. That's awesome. Every coach does that. Not the same nowadays. It's harder to come by that.
But
nowadays.
again, I think that gives Arizona State an advantage. And if
I'm not talking about just Arizona State. I'm talking about the entire landscape of it. It sucks that that's where we've come. Yes, it's great to have a coach like Kenny, but shouldn't every single school be able to do this easier than it is now?
And it doesn't just come down to Kenny, right? Like you can be a great guy and have great influences and be a good person and care about the people, and that's going to give you some success. But at the end of the day, Arizona State football will be better when they have more money to bring people in, right? Like it's with every single school. It's when Kenny came in, he's like, I need to take care of the NIL aspect of it, right? And then you have the additional of, I'm a good person, I'm building the culture, people want to be here. And that's paid dividends already, but they'll get better with money. And I think that's where it comes in, where it just doesn't come down to who you are. It doesn't come down to how you operate. It also comes down to a certain sense, how much money can you offer certain players? Not everybody operates that way, but a lot do. And you can't blame them, because if we were in the same position, you'd probably be doing the same thing.
I don't blame any of the athletes for the decisions that they make, especially if it's based off of money, right? And it's about a life-changing amount, given the fact that whether you're talking about football, basketball, baseball, the fraction that, or the percentage that actually make it from college to the next level and see any sort of wealth is such a slim margin. Absolutely. That like, if you need to transfer every year to go get the most money possible for your family, for you, for your future, then by all means do it. Yes. What does that do to the sport?
It changes it.
It changes it. Yes, absolutely. In terms of the fan base, I think you see a little bit less connection with those athletes and even those coaches, because I think you see in the coaching realm too, coaches going from place to place. We saw it with Jed Fish, right? I've seen it before with the Notre Dame baseball coach when I was covering them. He bounced the moment the Florida State job was open. You see it all the time now. We talk about Deion Sanders. Like what happens if that job ever opens up? Like, it's just where college sports is right now, and I get it. And I think you're right, Shane, that the sport itself has become a little bit diluted with so much of a focus on money that the idea of tradition and history and passion for a program is few and far between. But what I will say is, if that is where the sport is, and Arizona State has a guy like Kenny Dillingham, and that gives the Sun Devils a little bit of an advantage with certain levels of players, then I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with the sport being that.
I'm comfortable in this situation at this school with this coach. I'm not comfortable with where everything's going, because if this is where we are now, imagine where we are 10 years from now. Like, yeah.
I think the pendulum will swing. I think we're at the point where it's really far one direction, and then there's going to be a point.
How do you?
With kind of mandates and regulations and stuff like that, and we have seen some of that start to come out. I don't think it's just going to continue to go down that path. I think it's going to get too far, and then it's going to kind of be scaled back a little bit. Plus, I think the playing field will be evened out as schools continue to raise money, and each school has some more to offer.
I think these things have completely killed that, though. I just don't see a world where it's not me anymore. It's as Jacob mentioned in the chat. What I miss is when you didn't have to have the anxiety of your guys coming back. Now it's that's never going to change.
No, but we've talked about that before, though. Yeah. Of like, there's taken, like the Cambridge brothers, for example, right? You don't get those guys.
I get that, man, but I'd rather have it the other way. I would always rather have it the other way. Look, this is a conversation that is going to go on forever. It's been talked. We've talked about this for the next couple of years. We should probably move on at this point. But the thing I'll close with is, I think that we are in such a weird spot in the world nowadays. With it's the same thing with TV for me. Is like, these streaming services are all trying to be one thing, and everyone jokes that cable's coming back because they're all bundling, whatever. But we are not far enough to where everything one thing can be centralized on a streaming service, because Wi-Fi isn't consistent enough. Like, we haven't figured all of that out yet, and so people are like, how do I watch this? How do I watch that? But we're too far away from cable. Like, you can't go back to cable. And that's kind of where I feel like we are right now in college athletics, and just kind of life is like, we're still all trying to figure this shit out. Like people that were born into this are 10 years old. We had to kind of adapt, and our parents have learned as it's gone on. This whole weird space we're in is weird in general, and so it's not just a college athletics problem. And that's where I'll end on this. But it's weird. The world is weird.
Front Run 3R says he just ate pizza. That's
good.
He
said,
asked for a recap.
Do a recap. I came in late. Money, bad. Greed. Take. Player leave, come back. No. Conference. Big 12.
Okay.
Big Daddy Yormark. Uppies. That's it.
Okay.
Rewind.
Awesome.
Rewind 20 minutes.
Now put what he just did in reverse and see what happens. That might be kind of crazy. Guys, do us a solid. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitter, head over to YouTube. The link is right under the initial tweet. And if you're on YouTube watching, we appreciate you. Again, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, no matter what happens with college sports in Arizona State, you can bet and trust that we are going to be here to talk about it. Could trust us almost as much as you guys can trust
my bets.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Went 4 for 4 yesterday on the bet show with a plus 390 juicer.
So what do you got for us tonight?
Oilers money line. And then I took the Mavs plus 6.5. I know that game's in a week, but we're taking that. And I took Luka to score 50 points in any game in the finals is plus 500.
Really?
Love those odds.
That's crazy.
So $10, get 50 back over with our friends at BetMGM, guys. It is your number one place to, how we always say, Circle K is America's thirst shop.
Yeah.
This is one of my thirst shops too. I'm
BetMGM.
thirsty.
You're thirsty, man.
For spinning the wheel, for winning some bets, and you can be thirsty with me when you sign up for BetMGM. Use that bonus code PHNX. Place your first BetMGM sportsbook wager through BetMGM's mobile app for at least $10, and you will receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if the bet loses. So if you want to throw $1,500 on, I don't know, a Peyton Pritchard to hit 2 threes, gambling, gamble responsibly, you can get that $1,500 in bonus bets back if the bet loses if you're a first-time customer, and use that bonus code PHNX. Check out the show notes for full details, and now listen to me talk about the disclaimer. Bonus bets expire in 7 days. One new customer offer only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, North Carolina, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
Guys, you're making money with Shane's picks over on the BetMGM Sportsbook app, and you're going to need a place to put it. That's Desert Financial, the official retail banking partner of Arizona State University for more than 84 years. Desert Financial has been Arizona's largest, most trusted local credit union, dedicated to creating exceptional experiences by giving back to the community and providing financial solutions that make lives better. Look to Desert Financial for checkings and saving accounts, mortgages, loans, credit cards, investment options, and more. Look, Desert Financial, they are the best in the game. They are so damn good that we decided to bring in somebody personally that can tell us about Desert Financial. That's this guy.
Oh, me.
That's this guy right here.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought
you thought we had somebody.
Mr. Desert Financial.
Chester E. Cheese was going to walk in.
Yeah, no, that's fair. We called him. He was busy, so we got
So
Eric
we got
instead.
the backup. Listen, the backup's been using Desert Financial for his whole
They
life.
look similar.
And, damn.
It's the hat.
Yeah, it's the hat.
Damn. I've been called this week Chester E. Cheese, Big Shitter.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's about it. Anyway, guys.
It's fine. That's a normal week.
That is a normal week, and I'm also wearing a big hat. But it's not Big Cap that Desert Financial Credit Union is the best place for you to keep your money, because I've been doing that for as long as I've had money. And my parents have also done that before me. So it's a generational thing over at Desert Financial Credit Union. Anytime you have a question, checking, savings accounts, mortgages, loans, investment options, whatever, they are there to help you with a smile on their face. Plus, you can get some free cash, can't you?
Some bread. You can get some bread. $200, guys. Now is the time to show your ASU team spirit. Open a free checking account online. Get that bread. $200 plus your choice of 3 Arizona State University Visa debit cards. Go to desertfinancial.com/ASU to get started. All right, guys, let's talk about
Thai
it.
food?
Thai food?
Yeah.
I've only had Thai food a single time in my life.
That's insane.
Why is that insane?
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's so that is
pretty crazy.
That's some terrible
Do you
life
not like it?
decisions.
No, it was good. It was just I just never
Why don't
like.
you seek it out? There's tons of
Dude,
great Thai food in
it's so
Phoenix.
good.
No
It's so
free
good.
ads, but there's a bunch of good.
Yeah,
Thai food.
there's
You should
all
try
over
it
the
out.
place.
That's my goal for you this weekend.
is
Go get some Thai food. Go get some Thai takeout, maybe some pad Thai. Dude, Thai tea? You guys ever had Thai tea?
Thai tea is also very good.
Well, it's not tea.
I'm a big fan of drunken noodles.
Oh, well, those are good.
Big
glass
drunken
noodles?
noodle fan.
Are those glass noodles?
No, they're the big, like, thick, flat
Oh,
ones.
yeah, those are very good. Those are very good.
Tony,
I thought you
gotta
just gave
get
a free
cultured,
ad out
bro.
for a second. I was like,
You gotta get cultured.
there's no way. There's no way. I don't.
That you get cultured?
No. I don't. Not
well,
from
hold
you.
on. No, let's dig into this a little bit, guys.
What are we digging into? Damn it!
Why you don't? That made me think that you don't think he's cultured.
I don't think he's cultured.
Wow. I would say my
Look at
palate,
you instigate. Look at him instigating. over
well,
here.
first of all, he's right. I mean, I noticed the same thing. I was gonna let it go, but I would say I was gonna say my
Your
palate is 10 times more
Oh
diverse
my
than yours.
god, that's bullshit.
I had West
That's
African food over
bullshit.
last weekend, brother.
Congratulations.
I've had Thai food more than one time.
Okay, so that immediately means your palate is more
Yes.
more diverse.
That's
than me?
actually yes, that is what that means.
Because you had Thai food more than one time. Because you had Thai food more than one time,
Yeah, dude.
and you had West African food last week.
Multiple
Immediately,
times.
that
This was
adds
last
up to
week.
Did not see
26
this
years.
coming.
Technically, how old are you?
25.
Okay, my palate has an
Shocking.
extra fucking year on you, dude.
Hey, no F words.
Yeah,
Has
dude.
an extra damn year on you,
No D words.
Yeah.
dude.
I like how you've come with no actual facts of rebuttal. You've just screamed. But
I
okay.
mean, I don't. What you're saying is opinion based. You can't factually prove
do you think there's-
that your palate
Do you think there's
is more diverse than me.
Do you think there's Thai food in NCAA football 2005?
I was wondering why you even brought that up.
I didn't bring it up for any reason. I just was
Just
thinking,
wanted to talk
I'm having
about
Thai
it.
food tonight.
Thai food's very good.
It is very good.
Tying Totri.
So Thai tea,
I'm gonna-
I found out the
I'm
other
gonna
day.
beat you with this
Not the
mic.
other day. Like 2 years ago, I used to get Thai tea from this Thai place next to my house all the time. I was like, it's so good. I don't even know what's in it. It's fantastic. You know what it is? It's just black tea and milk.
Yeah.
I had no idea. It's amazing. It tastes like a concoction of many different things. No, it's two things. Very simple. Things I have once a week, just together. So
Do you
good.
have tea and milk once a week?
I have milk almost every morning with a protein shake.
Oh, okay.
Not just like, I have a warm,
just
a warm glass of milk.
Dude, I went to a Mexican restaurant one
Here we
time.
go.
That's big for you.
No,
Woo! Anyway,
you've been let go. Went to a Mexican restaurant, phenomenal Mexican restaurant. I'm not going to say what it is because
Yeah.
no free ads. But went with my roommate's older brother,
okay.
and he proceeded to, when everybody was getting drinks, margaritas,
Yep.
water,
Yep.
soda, whatever. He ordered a glass of milk.
That's awesome.
God.
I respect that.
I was like, wait.
Did you guys ever drink milk growing up? Like just by not growing up, just like when's the last time you guys had a glass of milk?
by itself?
Yeah.
It's been over a decade.
Wow, that's crazy. It's probably
Like
been
poured myself a glass
Yeah.
of milk. Yeah, it's been a really long.
it's been a long time.
To be fair, Totri and I are lactose intolerant.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's experimenting right now.
I am experimenting.
I love milk. I don't have it frequently. I don't remember the last time I just had a glass of milk.
I feel like you can learn a lot about a people,
About a people.
about a people,
About a
about a
people.
group of people
Yeah.
by their decisions to drink milk.
I don't think so. I mean,
I
if
think
you
you
drink it
can.
every day, that's weird.
You know who?
But
Okay,
there's a lot of weird
on three.
things.
On three.
Okay, I got
Okay,
you.
we're gonna
Yeah.
say
I know
the
who we're
one
gonna
person in the office that we feel like.
Yeah, this is easy.
Well, I think it's between 1 and 2 people.
This should be super easy.
Okay, we're gonna.
That would be most
that
likely
would
to
most
just
likely to
drink
drink
it.
milk in this office.
3, 2, 1.
Jesse.
Jacob. Okay, that's
That
good.
was the other one.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
was the other one.
Jacob's a good pull. Jacob's a good pull. Jacob's a
Look
good
how
pull.
tall he is.
Yeah, that's
No,
fair.
he's huge.
That's fair.
He's
That's
huge.
fair. That's fair.
He doesn't believe in drinking water.
No.
Just straight milk.
Just a milk guy.
So EA Sports.
It's in the game.
It's in the game. Arizona State is in the game.
Yeah.
Potentially though,
As a bad team.
as not a very good team. 71 overall. The official gameplay trailer dropped today. If you haven't seen it, I think Overtime tweeted it, or I'm sure EA
Sports
probably
tweeted
tweeted it
it.
as well. You can go watch that there. But they had a moment where they're going through like the selection screen of teams, and we obviously were able to stop on Arizona State. 71 overall. The offense, I think, was below 70.
64.
Do you remember what the defense was?
70, I think. And so that means the special teams is really good.
Love that for us.
Yeah.
Love that for us. They're big believers in Kenyon Floyd,
Yes.
who is yet to report.
Look, guys, I think the number one thing is this is it's unofficial. It says that at
Yes.
the bottom of the screen things are subject to change, though I don't think it's going to change much. When you completely reload a roster and a lot of the guys that are here are either new, didn't get much playing time, freshmen, or had to sit out last year, they're probably not going to be very good. like not very good in real life, very good in the game at
very good in
first
the game.
because they have to prove themselves. That being said, there is dynamicism with the rosters. They're going to update as the season moves on. I think after game 1, we'll be able to find out, and we'll be able to find out one way or the other. I think this team's either going to be a 71 overall or they're going to be a lot higher than that.
Yeah, I think that you could probably say this team is going to make a pretty big jump if all goes right. And even when we had Cole Martin on last week,
Yeah.
Cole Martin was like, "Oh, what ranking do you want me to give? Do you want me to give what I think they're gonna rate my like my teammates?"
What?
Before?
So I'm so sorry to give
No,
you.
no, it's okay. This is
Cade,
worth it. This is worth it.
Please tell me this is cap. That is unbelievable.
Kate in the chat saying, I drink several glasses of whole milk every day. It's so good. My wife has to buy 3 gallons a week.
I will say whole milk is awesome.
Kate is single-handedly keeping the milk business operational.
Tony says, "Get a cow."
Whole milk is awesome. I would drink a glass of whole milk every morning if I was, I don't know. It's also just not like the best for you. Whole milk, like a whole glass of whole milk.
I'm just
It's
thinking of the
fine.
Napoleon Dynamite scene right now.
I was literally just typing that out in the
Yeah.
comments.
Anyway,
That's pretty crazy.
okay.
I'm being dead.
I
Yeah.
believe you,
I,
Kate.
Teach their own.
You got stats
I couldn't
to
do
back
that.
it up, brother.
He's got
Stats to back it up.
gallons per week.
Getting back to
GPW.
getting back to Arizona State in the EA Sports College Football 25 game. No, I think you're 100% right. I think this team is certainly going to get better as the season goes on. We talked a little bit about it in the Die Hard Discord with some PHNX diehards, just in terms of there are some players, right, that we can literally go through that simply just they haven't played, they were injured, they're young. Like Keith Abney, Cole Martin, they're both really young players. Keith Abney didn't play a whole lot last year. Cole Martin was at Oregon, yes, started, but like again, he's going to be probably one of the highest rated defensive backs on the team. Xavier Alford didn't play last season. Jake Smith hasn't played in years.
Yeah.
Jordan Tyson didn't play last season, coming off an injury. Like there are Raleek Brown. Raleek Brown's going to be a phenomenal player on this team.
Probably the most important position for overall is an unproven redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
Right now, as it stands.
And
So-
Sam Leavitt, like again, we're talking about a transfer quarterback who didn't play a whole lot at Michigan State. He's probably going to be the starter. Is there anybody that you are specifically excited to see or interested to see what their rating is going to be? And I said in the Die Hard Discord earlier that we are eventually going to do a full show on players' ratings, on the overall team rating, jerseys, etc. Give me one player that you are interested and intrigued to see their rating.
It's got to be Scat, right? Just to see how high. I think he'll be the highest rated on the entire team.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
And it's
Him
how
or
high do
Leaf.
they go?
Him or Leaf will be the highest rated. I bet.
Yeah.
Who am I most? Troy O'Meara.
Mm.
He is a total massive ceiling guy.
He's a what?
Massive ceiling guy.
Yeah, massive ceiling guy. I'm gonna go Jeff Sims. I think that's.
Can we stop
I'm sorry.
snickering?
What?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not. No, you did it. Both of them.
I'm
As
sorry.
soon as you said
I'm
Jeff
sorry, that
Sims,
just caught me off guard.
You
It just caught me
laughed
off guard.
so
I'm sorry. I had 1,000 names running through my head, and I'm not even trying to be
Jeff Sims
disrespectful.
wasn't one of them?
No, I'm sorry. That just caught me off guard. It
Can I
just
explain
caught me.
myself?
You can.
I like Jeff Sims. I just knew it was a troll job.
What?
And I was laughing
no,
at a
I'm
troll
intrigued to
job.
see what his rating is, especially given the fact that we think Sam Leavitt is going to be the starting quarterback, but he's a redshirt freshman quarterback. Didn't play a lot, like we said, at Michigan State. Jeff Sims has played a lot of college football. He's transferring here. Jeff Sims likely will have a higher overall than Sam Leavitt, even though Sam Leavitt is probably going to start.
It's true.
That's why I'm
He
interested.
might have the highest rating in the whole room.
In the quarterback room?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
who'd have the highest rating in this room?
well, overall,
Mhm.
what do you think, Daniel?
I think
I'm
it's
biased
me.
here. Yeah. I mean, that's
She always says herself for these things.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
It's
What
just-
do you guys think?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen her play pickleball. It's cap. Like
Oh.
I'm tearing through anything here.
Yeah. Oh, so you're easily
Oh yeah, yeah.
okay. Go 1 through 4.
No.
Come on.
No.
Eric will do it.
I'll bet on myself. I'll bet
I
on
posted
myself.
my football highlights.
Let's do it.
not
Let's
all
put
that
a
long
poll
ago.
in the chat. Put a poll in the YouTube chat. Can we do 4 things? Can you do
Like
4
what are
things?
what are we doing?
Who's
We
got the highest
just in
overall?
the game?
Who's got the
At
highest
the
overall?
positions that Cole Martin gave us?
Oh yeah, what were you? You were something.
I was the slot receiver.
He was a slot
No,
guy.
you were
I was scat back.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you?
Well, you were also a special teamer. He said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Which is important.
Yeah.
I was a tight end
I'm returning kicks. You're a tight end.
and an edge rusher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Two-way guy.
Look at you go.
I mean,
pretty much
PHNX Sun
Travis
Devils.
Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah. Shane Hunter over here. Like, that name goes kind of crazy.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, Travis
Dieffenbach.
Dieffenbach.
Yeah.
No.
Let's stop. Just
What-
acting like I married Travis Hunter.
No, or you're just related. you went straight to marriage.
How would we be related if we don't?
You
have
could
the
be
same,
brothers.
If we don't have the same name right now.
You can change it legally. You could. You could do that. Look at you can do that. You can go to the courthouse.
Such a
I'm
ridiculous
aware.
thing to put him on the spot for. Like, yeah, change your name, bro. Change your name.
No,
to...
I don't need. We could ask Travis if he's willing to go to Dieffenbach.
You see that they did like U.S. Navy SEAL training?
Who?
The Colorado team.
No, I didn't see that.
Have you ever done that?
Navy SEAL training.
Yeah.
Done the Murph in high school. We had to do that, but that's it. Will in the chat saying Sim's going to be an 84 and Levitt is going to be an 80.
I think that's a little high
that
for
is
both.
generous.
Yeah,
that's
that's,
a little
probably
high
a little
for
high
both.
for both of those.
This isn't like Madden. I don't think. Did you see the Texas State guy that was a
55.
55? He's
Dude,
like,
in all honesty, though, to be a college football player and be like, oh, I'm so excited to be in the
Oh,
game.
yeah, there are gonna be
and you
so
go
many
look and it's
players.
like 62.
Yeah, there are going to be
58.
a ton
There's gonna
of
be some
players.
angry people for
I've
sure.
seen some just absolutely hilarious memes that has to do with that. It's absolutely incredible. We will put that. Is the poll in the chat?
yeah,
Okay, definitely go
Yeah,
vote.
Shane, you're kind of running away with it.
yeah. I mean, I'm a 6'4" Adonis. Like, what do you
Yeah.
expect?
I mean, again,
Guys. Wingspan
What's your wingspan?
bigger than yours.
I don't know. I got pretty long arms.
No,
I got pretty long arms.
brother, it's not close.
I got pretty long arms.
It's not close.
I got pretty long arms.
it's not always the size of the dog. Okay.
No, it isn't. It's the want to, and I've got that too.
I don't think you want it more than me.
I'm just saying, I played quarterback
Can we
on a
just
travel
do-
team.
We just need to do something.
I want.
We just
it,
need to do something.
want
I'm so
it-
tired of talking about
I want it more than anybody wants anything.
Nah, it's just not true.
Well, not more than what I want right now. And that's some OGs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
I think
OGs.
Shane must be high on OGs because that's the only way that he's the highest overall.
Oof.
You've seen me get on my break, brother.
Anyway, guys, OGs has launched 2 new products made with live rosin and RSO. The OGs Naturals, that's the vegan gummy, and the Big OGs. Now, I've been loving OGs since before I even worked here. They're by far and away the best tasting gummies that you can find. And not to mention, they're also made locally. I won't say where, it's the only downside, but they are made locally. It's down south. But amazing flavors. They have some different ones as well, whether you're trying to sleep, whether you're trying to be a little bit more energized with a sativa, or you're trying to find a right balance with some CBD and THC crossover. They have everything for you. You can follow them at OG's Brands on any social media, or you can go to ogsbrands.com to find out where you can buy yourself some OGs. That's also something about OGs that's tough, is they're so good and they're in such high demand that sometimes it's hard to find them at your local dispensaries. So I would recommend giving them a call before you drive over there to make sure that they have a bag for you. And remember, you must be 21 or over to enjoy responsibly.
Love that. You know what else I love?
Tell me.
I love Circle K.
Amen.
I do. Look, I'm gonna be real transparent. Pull back the curtain
Do
for
it.
everybody today. Okay. I went out last night.
Okay. Congrats.
Got some $5 martinis. They were really good. They were really good. I woke up not feeling, like the bestest in the world. Okay. So I had to rush to work. Wasn't able to get a coffee this morning. Wasn't able to get an energy drink. But the nice thing about Circle K is there's one right by the office. I'm gonna stop by on my way home. I'm gonna grab myself an energy drink and be locked and loaded for the rest of my Friday. And not only am I gonna go pick up an energy drink with the great deals that they have over at Circle K, but I'm gonna go get myself a nice little sweet treat, tasty snack because it's Friday. We deserve it. You guys deserve it. Circle K, guys, it's America's thirst. Shopping there. Going to help you save some money with their new free membership program called Inner Circle. Save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups, and then save 3 cents per gallon every single day after that. Enjoy your member-exclusive beverage deal. Inner Circle is going to help you guys get any size Polar Pop or Froster for just 79 cents now through September 3rd at any Arizona location. All you got to do is find it in the app under Inner Circle and offers. Join Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. How's everybody doing today? We're doing good. I just want to check in with the
We
boys.
already ripped this at the start of the show. I'm doing great.
We didn't rip this.
I think we did.
I didn't ask you how you were.
It's crazy. And that's your fault. You should have.
I'm asking you right now.
Well, it's too late.
You know, there are people,
I'm doing good.
There's a lot of people in my life that, you know, I love that sometimes frustrate me. You might be one of the top 3 most frustrating individuals that I see on a daily basis.
Do you mean that like genuinely, or is this just a bit for the show?
Like,
do you I hear it in his voice.
Do you
It's
genuinely frustrate me?
Rude.
There are certain things like I'm not even gonna get into it.
Couples therapy session next week, guys. Next week.
Wow.
Next
That's
week.
really rude.
I love you though. No.
You
Say
could
it
be
back.
me. You could be me. I annoy him and he doesn't love me. So I get 9.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah, I mean,
You're like, yeah, that's right.
we're still new.
We're still,
We're still new in the
Still
dating
trial
process.
period.
Yeah, I mean, you don't never know, right? You never
You
know.
didn't tell me I was let go earlier this show. So
I did.
it's
Well,
tough.
we brought you back on.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Can't miss hot or not.
Yeah. It's Friday. It is hot or not. Again, for those of you watching on Twitter, the YouTube link is right under that initial tweet. Head over to the YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We really, really do appreciate everybody already on YouTube. Danielle, it is Friday. It is hot or not. What is topic number 1? Let's just get right into it.
Before we go, a couple things. Results of the poll: Shane with 50%,
Wow.
Totri with 29, Erik with 14, and then me at 7.
disrespectful.
And I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who voted for me, which is fair. But yeah,
Well, to be fair, Danielle, I don't think people see the physique.
nobody actually knows what I look like on this show.
Oh.
But that's fair.
Yeah.
Noted.
And then before we get going, I need you guys to say something nice about each other. It's been a weird vibe this week.
And Totri, you are very good at hosting the show.
Shane, you have.
Here we go.
No backhanded compliments.
You heard that.
No,
I heard a backhanded compliment.
wasn't!
I
I was
it
going to
sounded
say
like
that
one was
Shane has
coming.
the nicest mustache that
See,
I've
that's
ever.
all you can say about me. That's all you can
I
say.
don't know why you're looking for me for help, man.
Shane, you're a really fun guy.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
Do we need to say something nice about Erik too?
I mean, he's part of the show.
Nah, that's okay.
I'll
I'll just take my win on another draft.
Eric should have to say something
Eric,
nice
I
about
really
us.
like your hat.
Thank you.
I also really like your hat.
Thank you. That's very creative. No, it's okay. I get the saltiness considering I've now racked off 3 wins in our snake draft.
The
out of our
only
4.
thing that-
I've racked up 4 second places though.
That's crazy.
the only thing that they like about you is done after today.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's great. Anyway, so to hot or not?
Friendship.
Dieffenbach?
Dieffenbach's a new one. I like
good.
beef and beef better, but Dieffenbach is good.
Yeah, Dieffenbach.
Dieffenbach just sounds gross.
Dieffenbach.
Yeah, it sounds like a quick little burger joint you'd find in like Germany. It's like kind of bad.
Dieffenbach.
Yeah. Come over to Dieffenbach. Okay.
Hi, Danielle. What do we got?
Whew. All right, here we go. First topic: sparkling water.
Did we not do sparkling
last
water
week?
last
Yeah,
week?
we did that last week.
Yeah, we
Oh.
did sparkling water last week.
Well, yes, that she didn't. Anyways, okay. Well, next one. This will be the first one. NCAA football coming out. Announced that they're not having mascot madness.
Yeah.
Oof.
How do we feel about mascot madness? Hot or not?
Oh, mascot madness
Yeah,
is hot. Not
very
having
hot.
it's not hot.
That being said, like if you kind of just look at it as it's a fun little bit, but how many times did you guys actually play that? Like, it was fun.
It's just a good option. It's
Yeah,
a good option to
It's
have.
a silly.
Who was your
option.
favorite team to play as?
Mine
Mine was Stanford.
I
'cause
like
it was
I like
silly.
Syracuse.
Yeah,
because
Syracuse
how
with
derpy
the
the
orange.
orange were. they were just guys. I like the ones.
Just
I like the
guys.
ones that just look like fellas in costumes.
Just fellas with big heads.
like a tiger. Those were fun.
I mean, I think mascot madness is hot. I think it is.
Yeah, it's hot.
I mean,
Yeah.
but again, it's like one of those things that how often are you really?
Exactly. Like the fact that it's not in the game, I'm like, whatever.
I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it.
Too
but-
much.
Yeah,
Some.
there will be an hour that I
Oh,
lose
man.
dedicated to
Sorry.
mascot madness, but thank you, I appreciate that. I'll get over it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
get
good.
over it. Overall, hot. It
Yeah.
not being in the game.
Yeah,
fine.
I'm with you.
Next topic. I would say not. It's
Yeah,
kind of
That's valid.
it's kind of overplayed. You play it once and it's fine. Next topic. It's summertime. How are we feeling about slip and slides? Hot or not?
Ooh,
I think this was like one of the first hot or not topics we've ever had.
slip and
I
slides
think so.
in the old studio.
Yeah.
Wow, long time ago. Back in the day,
Slip and
prehistoric
slides are
period.
hot because you don't do them a lot. And I mean, I don't remember the last time I did.
Yeah, I can't remember the last
But-
time, but I would.
But does it ever get weird?
No.
I think it does.
When would it get weird?
I think if I saw a grown man slip and sliding by
No,
himself,
okay, by himself. Duh. A grown man doing any childish activity by himself, weird. Very
But in
weird.
a group?
In like a group setting,
Group of the guys?
Like
If I was at a party and there was a slip and slide.
If us three were just at a park ripping a slip and slide,
No,
soap and all, that'd be awesome.
I think it has to be like a bigger group. I think it can't be any bigger. It cannot be like this.
I disagree.
Just 3 dudes ripping a slip and slide in a public park, man. I'm sorry, I can't get behind that.
Okay, I'm not going to like a playground, but like big patch of grass, ripping an S and S. Come on.
I don't know. I would say at a party setting, if somebody busted out a slip and slide, I say elite.
You know, the last time I played slip and slide was slip and slide flip cup.
Ooh.
You had to.
Ooh, now that I can get behind.
So you had to drink your beer, run, do the slip and slide, come back, flip it, and then when you're done with that, the next person.
I like that. I like that.
That I can get on board with. The regular slip and slide by itself.
Anything with drinking, Totri's like, yes. Add it.
Slip and slide right now.
Martinis.
Yeah, those were good martinis, dude. Yeah.
You're a big martini guy?
Yeah.
Martinis hot or not?
Martinis are really hot. I think they're hot. And I don't like olives.
They're okay.
Olives?
No, martinis. They're hot. I'd say they're hot.
Yeah.
I'd have one, but I'm not like crazy.
A slip and slide.
You know what I hate?
Full of martinis.
You know what I hate? When somebody has an espresso martini before dinner, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Stop that. Don't do that.
Why don't you like that?
It's an after dinner drink.
I had 2 and then ate pasta.
That's weird, Totri.
That is kind of weird.
That's very weird.
Not as weird as going to a park and ripping a slip and slide.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
You just did that. Next topic.
Normalize adults having fun. Anyways, next topic. I have very hard opinions on this one. Backing into parking spaces.
Oh my God, dude.
Go ahead, say
So
it.
it totally depends. Because if there's a reason to do it, yes. But if there's not, fuck you. You're making everybody's life harder.
How?
Because you're stopping and you're taking 10 to 15 seconds out of somebody's day. And most people that do it don't know how to do it. It's so dumb. It makes no sense to me. Why do you like backing into parking space?
I don't do it often, but like it's.
Why do you do it?
Because
it makes you feel big.
No.
Makes you feel cool.
Big strong man.
No, but like when I get out, I feel like it's easier. I don't have to deal with it afterwards.
I will back into spots if there's nobody behind me and it won't inconvenience anybody. I'm like, I could do this. But if I'm like let's say like in a parking garage, right? Like where we park for work, and I'm driving up and there's a car behind me, I'm not stopping and taking time out of my day to back up. Nope,
It's
I'll find a
always
different
a truck.
spot.
It's always a truck. And why do you drive a truck? You have a desk job. Stop.
If there's no dirt on your truck, you gotta reconsider. You have to reconsider. We've talked about this. Dude. I'm massively on your side with that take.
What's the take?
I hate backing up.
You hate backing up?
Absolutely hate it. I hate it. Like, why are you taking time? Like, it's gonna save me time getting out. Yeah. But then it takes you 20 seconds to get in. Like, there's no point to it.
I think you guys are just, I don't know. I don't know.
You think you're better than me because you back into parking spaces?
I didn't say that.
That's what you're doing.
How?
What you're doing.
It has nothing to do with you.
Doctor back up.
No, me backing out or backing into a space has nothing to do with the other people.
You think you're better than me?
The poll says I'm not.
Oh, damn.
It says I'm better than Eric, though.
Well, we can start another poll.
I want to do some athletic test so fucking bad. So bad.
To be fair, I understand why you came in last. Or why?
Why did he come in last?
Because nobody's seen your athletic prowess.
That's fair.
But looking at you, you're wearing a big hat with glasses.
No,
on.
I get it. I get it. But
and again,
compared to pickleball with me,
compared to a 6'4" Adonis,
like 6'4" Adonis,
I give off.
This is just.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We gotta do something, bro. We gotta do.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Basketball, football, kickball.
Eric's an athlete, and when we killed on the pickleball court. That being said, I'm still giving him the business.
We'll see. I'm not saying you won't. I'm just saying we'll see. We got to try it out. Literally, seriously, anything except for I can't play baseball. That's the only thing. I just can't play baseball.
We'll play hockey then. Let's do it.
Anything besides baseball and hockey.
Fun fact, I'm playing organized hockey for the first time tonight.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty excited about it.
So fun. Where at?
That terrifies me.
The Mesa Community, whatever it's called, community rink.
Nice.
Okay. Best of luck, guys. Anything else before we get out?
No, I think that's it.
All set?
Yep, we gotta go.
We gotta end this. We gotta end this show because if we keep going, Eric's gonna keep drifting off camera.
Yeah. He's just a little embarrassed.
Yeah. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate everybody taking time out of their day. Remember, don't back into your parking spaces, okay? You inconvenience everybody according to these two. If you enjoyed the show, though, give us a follow at
He's so
PHNX
annoying.
_ Sun Devils. You can follow
Just
me
let
at
him
Anthony _ Totri. You
I
can
tried.
follow
I
Big
really
Shitter here
did.
at Erik Ruby. That is Eric with
I'm
a K.
free.
You can follow
Not yet. No,
DJ
no.
You can follow
The show's not over.
DJ Danielle and Africa Danielle across social media. She's making the magic happening. And you can follow Shane Dieffenbach here at Shane Dief.
And just beefing as always.
Audio only episode on Saturday, unless you're a PHNX diehard. You already saw it. You already got it out there. We will be back on Monday, though. In the meantime, guys, go Devils and peace.
I'm free. We all silly like the mayor.